UK weather forecast. 27 hours of rain to hammer Britain before Humberto strikes. The Met Office has warned of 40mm downpours, flooding and travel disruption in a severe weather warning lasting 27 hours before the remnants of ex-Hurricane Humberto hit on Monday. Britain is being battered by 27 hours of heavy rain and thunderstorms before the remains of former Hurricane Humberto slam into the country and bring further misery. The Met Office has warned of 40mm downpours, flooding, strong winds and travel disruption in a series of danger to life weather alerts that run from 6 p.m. on Saturday to 9 p.m. on Sunday. Yellow warnings for rain are in place for all of Northern Ireland and Wales and for much of England. It comes after Britain's enjoyed the last rays of summer sun before autumn begins on Monday and Humberto's remnants arrive from the Atlantic, bringing wet and windy weather. The Met Office said heavy showers and thunderstorms are expected to move north to affect Northern Ireland later on Saturday and into Saturday night. While many places are likely to stay dry, there is a risk of 30 to 40mm in a few hours, which may lead to localized flooding and travel disruption. Strong gusty winds are also likely at first. During Sunday, the showers are likely to merge into a longer period of rain. This perhaps heaviest over the south and west of Northern Ireland, with the potential for a further 30 to 40mm in 3 to 6 hours in a few places. It added, scattered thundery showers will move north across parts of England and Wales at times overnight, whilst areas of heavy rain will probably move northwards during Sunday. Although some places may stay dry, 30 to 40mm could fall in 3 to 6 hours in a few spots. The rain will clear away northeastwards during the afternoon, but will be followed by heavy showers or thunderstorms in southwest England and perhaps Wales, which could give a further 20 to 30mm in 1 to 2 hours. Humberto's remnants are due to slam into western areas on Monday as the UK endures more than a week of rain, strong winds and cooler temperatures. It comes after a very warm late summer day that saw Britons enjoy the sunshine in parks and at beaches as temperatures soared 10 degrees above normal. By late afternoon, the hotspot appeared to be Valley near Holyhead in North Wales, where a temperature of 27.1 degrees Celsius was recorded. It will likely be the last day of summery weather until next year. Meteorologist Becky Mitchell said earlier, "There is plenty of sunshine out there today. It's a warm day. There's barely any clouds across most of the UK. Today, we're expecting temperatures around 26 degrees, maybe 27, which would be above average for the time of year. Obviously, at this time in September, it averages 17 or 18 in the south and about 14 in the north." Miss Mitchell said that the last Category 3 Humberto has left Bermuda and is traveling across the Atlantic towards the UK. Much of the tropical weather system has dissipated, but it is still likely to bring an area of low pressure that will see an end to the current pleasant conditions. She said, "There is a lot set to change Saturday night. We have got some heavy rainfall coming, mainly in the west. It will come in from Northern Ireland, Wales and western parts of England. The rain is set to come in tonight, and it will be quite cloudy and wet from tonight into tomorrow, where we will start to see that heavy rain arrive." She added, "We have got a low pressure system coming from the Atlantic from tomorrow that will drive the rain in from the west. Into next week, it's going to be quite unsettled. Some of these weather systems are the remnants of Hurricane Humberto." The meteorologist said that the warm air from the continent that caused Saturday's sunny weather is likely to cause more rain as these two weather systems collide. It means it's quite a moist atmosphere, which often brings some heavier rain. The outlook into the start of October does look to stay largely changeable. Saturday night. A sunny evening for many, but scattered thundery showers in southwest Britain and Northern Ireland will become rather more widespread. Many northern and eastern areas should stay dry, however, with a few fog patches. Mild and rather humid for many. Sunday, some northern and eastern areas may stay bright and warm, but heavy rain or showers will affect most parts. Sunnier interludes are likely between the showers across southwestern areas later. Monday to Wednesday. Many areas dry at first on Monday, but rain will spread northeastwards. Tuesday and Wednesday will be unsettled and breezy, with showers or longer spells of rain for most. That's Buy Me Like Me news, weather, and now let's move on to our main presentation, where I strip down an old conservatory roof and put on a new one. Buy Me Like Me content will now be quite varied surrounding the different skill sets that I have. Sometimes it will be music presentations, other times it will be DIY, sometimes it will be exercise. So stay tuned as I look forward to educating and entertaining you. Buy Me Like Me signing out and then back in. So why did I do a weather report? To show you the conditions that are currently in England and how I had to plan and time my days carefully and look out for the sun so I can strip the roof off without having the heavens pour down and destroy the interior of the conservatory. So I hope you enjoyed that little weather report. Now let's get on with the program. Thanks for sticking with me so far. Enjoyed the video. This is what you might have to do. You might have a better idea. Post it underneath the video. But it's done. So far so good. It's rained. It's tested the conservatory build. It's passed with flying colours. However, based on another tradesman's advice, I'm still going to put the felt across. I'm going to get an angle grinder, cut out a little 1/4 inch and put some flashing down onto the new felt. So watch the video, enjoy, thank you. Buy Me Like Me. Repairs.
Slide it in and out.
First job to remove all this cement all the way across. So we're going to change the roof. Using this tool, hammer drill. After we plug it in and switch it on, now it's time for a little housekeeping. Clean up this cement, keep the area neat. And as you can see, this is going to be easier than I thought, thank God. Strip this felt off, and I can remove the screws and start putting the new wood up. If it's nails, no problem, just cut through it and use a work tool, crowbar, to lift up the fixings. Either way, it's a very nice day to do a job like this. So, not a cloud in the sky, mate. I hear it's going to rain by Saturday. We'll see what happens. Mate, there's a squirrel outside. Can you see it? Of course you can't see it. Oh, there he is. See? Look where he is. He's gone, mate. let me get out of people's property. Hopefully I don't step in anything. No, you're good, mate. Squirrel shit. Right. But you could see on the roof just now, this side. I mean, the wood simply wasn't protected, so we're just going to put some new wood pieces up. We're going to use a floorboard. And what I want to do is put weatherproofer on it, like a sealant, like you do for those fences outside. Then put some PVA on it, and then I want to put some epoxy resin. I'll probably put the epoxy after I put the PVA on. And then I'll paint it maybe, and then I'll put some felt over it. Then I'll come in here, and in between these gaps I'll put another piece of beam to square it off, and another piece of wood, and then I'll fill these and then plaster it. Fill it, insulate it, and then put plasterboard up and finish it off. Right now, however, let me take the plastic off. That's it. Have to push that out. Have to go out there and move that a little bit more. I'll just use the, what do they call it? It's a crowbar, but there's another word for it. Anyway, another phrase for it. I'll find that out later on. But I'm going to use a crowbar, jimmy this plastic up, and then I'll have access to either side, so I can rip this board up and get started. The most important thing right now is getting this up and getting the new roof down. So even if it rains, it won't wet up all in here, which is going to look like a brand new conservatory by the time I'm done. And the roof, a third off. Just to go up there now. Take these two sides off. And then put up the new wood. And then sealing that should take about, once I get the PVA, 30 minutes. 30 minutes, say, pace yourself, take about an hour. Put expanding foam here at the back. It's going to be nice, man. I'd still like to put some kind of flashing up here, though. Doesn't have to be lead. Just as long as I could rebate into the wall, that would work. Not bad so far, so good. Taking off most of this side. Doing good, mate. Now I'm about to take off this rotten piece. Remember the hole that was there? Look at that. Wow. Bon voyage, baby. Look at that, man. We can still use that piece, but we'll have to strengthen it. Give us less work. Oh, I found some timbercare, so that's one less thing I have to worry about. I just buy the PVA, put that on top. Little filler in those gaps. Take this bit off and start putting the wood up after I put the filler in. I wish that I didn't have to take the car in today, because then instead of me getting up at 8 to leave to get to the mechanics at 9, I could have started the work at 8 and it would be midday now, because it took me about 3 hours to get that roof off. Look at that. What is that, 4 o'clock now? See that? Anyway, that's what you gotta do, fit in, work around adversities. Gap filler, expanded foam. I bought a nice box of these. If you go back in the Instagram feed, you should see when I bought these. You'd have to do a little bit of scrolling, but exercise your thumb. It's easier than taking off a roof. So I'm gonna go downstairs and oh god, you can tell I've been working. Look at that. Use this to fill thermal and acoustic insulation. Woo! Next we can put the expanded foam in these gaps. Once that's done, we can start putting the wood up. It's gonna be quite easy from that point. But we have to moisten this up first. Then we can spread it in there. Just to note, while I'm preparing this to put the expanding foam in this gap, the brickwork goes to about here, and there's about a foot where there's nothing, see? All the way down. Oh, let me switch the light on. See that? Nothing. At least when I'm watching these videos back now, I know that I can take the liberty. Look, there's just brick wall all the way back. Nothing there. See? Just cobwebs. So I can fill that in. So that's just a cold space. I'll be glad to get this foam filler started though. That's gonna be real fun. Not bad, not bad. All the way around. We're gonna start putting the wood on. As long as it doesn't rain, we can work with a light out here. Check this out. See how much fun I'm having? DIY, baby. When that's done, come back when we. Right, it's what time is it? 10 to 9. As you can see there. Right. Now, let's get one last look at the outside, and I'm just going to quickly screw it together. Come inside, sit down, and relax, and tomorrow I'll finish it off. Let's have a look. Look at this. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? All that foam's come up so nicely. All the way around. Let's do it. Let's put these pieces up, screw them in. That's pretty quiet, Joe. I'll have to leave it till tomorrow. Good thing I've got a little bit of light out here. Enough light to finish off the job. Let's go. Well, as you can see, it's definitely nighttime in the hood. There's the old roof. Let's zoom in on that shit. That's the old roof. And here's the new roof. Just gotta come back and seal it tomorrow. This camera's really good in the dark, isn't it? Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Some expanding foam around there. Cut it to fit the pipe. And then seal it. Not a bad job, mate. Not a bad job. So far, so good. I think I'm gonna upload this, put it on Instagram. Yeah. And this is what it looks like from the inside. It's quite a good one. Really, really nice. It's got a different sound to it as well. And I think that's because I filled just behind those pieces of board like these, right? This one. See that right there? It's made the room quieter, so the sound doesn't bounce around as much as it did. I'm only getting started, you know. This is beautiful. Gone is the nasty damp and rot that was up there. Nice fresh piece of wood. That's filled out nicely. This foam has been very impressive. So all I'm gonna do, cut some holes in this wood, fill the rest of it, buy another box like this, and then neaten it up, fill it up. Once all these little gaps have been filled and the outside has been sealed, because that's the most important thing, I'm gonna seal it with this wax enriched timbercare. Wax enriched and water repellent, that's the main thing. Then I'm going to put some PVA on top of that, and I'll probably give it another coat. I'm looking to give it at least 3 or 4 coats, if there's enough left in there. If there isn't, 2 or 3. Then I'm going to come back, seal these from like beam to beam. I'm going to fill that with, I'm going to put some foil, then I'm going to put some insulated loft insulation, then I'm going to put plasterboard here, and then I'm going to plaster the whole thing. And we'll see how it goes. But the most important thing right now is sealing that, getting it finished. The rest is easy from there. Right, let's go ahead there, take it apart, and screw it up. Finish it off. Buy this other stuff to put on top. See, this work would be done a lot sooner. Alright? If the wood wasn't rotten and needed changing. Look at that, up to there. So I've got to change about what? Say 4 feet. As you see, the rest is fine. Except this, 4 feet worth. Let's get a move on. Because I want to paint this today. I ain't got time for this shit, man. But that's what happens. You choose a big job, and the big job goes easily, but it's the little bits, like this, the little offcuts, the little patches up here, that takes the hours. That takes the time. And that piece of crap board. Pulled out of this. We can see that the wood behind there is not bad at all. That's good. The worst bit was where the plastic was, right here. See that? And that needs replacing. That needs replacing. So it's a lot less work than I thought. It's still extra work though. It's just a pain in the ass. But there you go. Let's get on with it. It's gonna be a very clear week. Let's take full advantage of the sunny days. Because next week, winter return. Mr. Squirrel. That was cute, boy. Halfway through the job. Just protecting some unprotected pieces of wood with wax enriched timbercare. Looking good, mate. Looking Very good. The sooner I seal this timber up here, the better I'm gonna feel. All that over there. See, I just did a little test bit. Hopefully the sun is out tomorrow as well, because I'm looking to coat this paintbrush style, or maybe a roller, and then put some waterproof bitumen, and then dig that, rebate that wall, put some flashing on it, put some cement to smooth it out, and take it from there. Dumpling, dumpling, gimme, gimme, gimme. 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 Woo! Look at this, mate. You can turn that light off windows now. Dumpling, dumpling, gimme, gimme, gimme. Beijing, Beijing, styly, styly, styly. It's nice, man. Let's go, let's go. See that? Got rubber options right here for the ceiling. But right now, let's finish up. Yes, let's finish up. Oh, we got that? Yeah, but we need foil. Foil reflective layer. That's what we really need. I was just looking out there to see if we had any more timber. Anyway, so we've got one more day to put this roof on and seal it. And as we can see, we've only got about 9 more pieces to put on. So it's pretty much almost done. I'm going to seal it with that bitumen anyway. See that? It's all little jobs like this that take the time. I've got to cut that down so the ceiling can go on flush like this. That's on the level. But this one, see how that comes up right there? So I'm going to use this works tool to chop it down. Alright, let's come back when this is all done. I think this is the blessing of Yahweh, Hashem Yahweh Shai. I started on over there, right to the corner, and look, I've come all the way up here, and I've just managed to miss the pipe. Look at that, it's flush with it. It's perfect, man. Look what we're doing now. Digging the wall back so I can put that instant flashing on it with this tool. Neaten it up with a little cement and then put the flashing on it. That should work well. Anyway, we got another 2 boards to put on. And it looks like, because this is so flush and perfect, I'll only have to cut around one of the boards, and I'll use that tool over there, the work tool, this one, little blade on the end. Instead of wasting my time trying to find different angles with the jigsaw, I'll just use that tool there. Then I can seal the roof and take it from there. Let's see if we can get this measurement all right for around the pipe. A couple of my measurements have been off. Had to cut extra pieces of wood, but there you go, man. Don't get everything perfect. Learn from your mistakes. We're almost finished. As you can see, I've put the cross beams on all the way across, so I can walk up there. I've just been up there. Let me turn this light off from interfering with the camera. Bow. So, it's all up, all strong. I've walked on it, as I just said. Let's go outside now and see what I've done. I've rebaited the back part of the roof and I've filled it with expanding foam. Now I'm just going to seal the entire roof. And wait for the rainstorm. Have a look. See that? Nice and neatly done. There we go, mate. Seal it with this and then the bitumen. First coat. Don't have to do all the way down to the end, because I'm going to cut some of it off later on. Almost done. Just a little more to do. Let's get on with it, mate. Come back when the second coat is done. Might even put a third coat on if there's enough time. Then put the bitumen. That's definitely, I'm going to try and use up that whole tin. Then the felt go on later on. Right, as we can see, that's 3 coats. I don't need to go up to the end because part of that is going to be cut off. But I've just got to come back here. You can see that I've sealed the edge and behind the pipe and around the pipe. And all I'm going to do now is go out there and put the bitumen on top. And then perhaps tomorrow I'll get some felt, put that on, and then I'll put some more bitumen on top of that, and this should be truly waterproof. And then I can come inside and that'll be another project, insulating the roof so that the space can stay warm and we won't get that condensation and damp problem again. And I'm going to insulate the entire space, including the floor, so we can have nice summers and warm winters. Right, now we're putting on the bitumen paint. It's quite late at night, but I need to get this done because it's going to rain tomorrow. So this is the last job for tonight, because clearly this is so thick it's not going to dry in like 5 minutes. I've covered the whole roof, got my night lights on, covered it in PVA after I've done 3 coats of that fence protector. Oh, it's quite nice. There's a PVA drying out. I'm going to finish off with this bitumen and then see what happens when it rains. Hopefully, Padawan Rataza, Lord willing, we'll have a good result. I'll let you know what happens. Keep you posted. Stay tuned. Ain't that sweet? Hopefully it doesn't fly into the bitumen. But while we're up here, looking at our mothy friend, he's gonna start dancing with the camera as well. Look at him, just posing. Antennas stretched out. Bling bling, baby. Alright, so here we are. We're nearly done. Bitumenized the entire roof, except that's probably going to get cut off. Most likely, or I would have painted that as well. We're doing good with the bitumen. We only got a little bit left around the pipe. That was the hardest bit. Really, really difficult to dig out this Essex brickwork. It's not as soft as these new builds, it's really hard. So I'm going to finish this off and then take a look at this tomorrow. See how it's turned out. Hopefully it's dry. There he goes. Right, all we're waiting for now is a thunderstorm to test this ceiling. Did we switch the light off? Let's switch it back on. Nope, it was on. We'll see how it looks in the morning. One can did that. It's pretty good, man. Yeah, we'll get a better view in the morning, but look at that. It's glorious. Looks really professional as well. The way I just rebaited the wall and just had this mastic go all up under there. Now I can put the, what do they call that? That Unibond Flexi Flashmate thing that gives an instant waterproof seal. There we have it. New roof, protected with the bitumen. 3 coats of that fence protector. Some PVA. Now, all we're waiting for is to have it tested by those clouds up there. Then we can get a true picture of whether or not all this effort has been worth it. I think so. We'll see. Well, as you can see, it rained, but we got no incursion into the building, which is good. I'm gonna go and finish off the edges. I might do that today or tomorrow, but I think we're gonna have nice weather today. That one over there, not so good. This one, very good. I'm impressed. Bitumen is instant waterproof, and just like it said. Let's go downstairs and take a look. So I thought I'd have a problem, but we didn't. Now we got to wait for a heavier storm to really test it. But so far so good. Let me go edit this now. Put it on YouTube and Instagram. Dry as a bone. Now I just got to put loft insulation, plasterboard, and plaster it, and it'll be warm as the inside of the house as well. It's warmer as well since I put that foam filler all in these gaps, all around, securing. See, if a job's worth doing, it's worth doing properly. I still want to go up there and put a second coat, but I want to go over the, like you see these little spaces here, I want to go over them to fill them. And this is the paint that did it. As we can see, we're getting a heavy downpour and there's 0 leaks because I went up there and put the bitumen. See that? It's beautiful now. I'm so happy with this. This is the second time I've put up a roof, but the first time I've done it by myself. Zero leaks, baby. Now just comes the insulation of the walls, because there's a cavity between the wood and the brickwork, which is a single brickwork, and insulate between these beams. A nice bit of loft insulation there, some plasterboard and plaster over it, with some foil tape there as well, but I'm going to put some PVC and maybe some bitumen. Job done. Goodbye summer. Hello autumn. Now the roof is really being tested. Doesn't the stairs look much better if you look at previous videos? The other stairs was falling apart. We were just looking at this roof from the upstairs. Now, prior to my going up and resealing it, there was an incursion of water there and a couple other places, but that's done now. So I'm very happy. Thank God. So why do you have a Hashem Yahushai? It's beautiful now. I'm still not done because I know that the snow will really test it, and for this roof to be fully protected I need to put felt over it, and I'm going to spread the felt crossways from this way, from left to right, not from front to back or from back to front, but from left to right, and do it like a tile on top of, so it can be like that. So the water will hit the top. Put the flashing right up there when I do a little angle grinding, when I get a dry day. Put the flashing on top of the felt and the water will run down. And then the snow can really test it and the roof will still be fine. But it's beautiful to be able to work, man. To have the strength to just get up and do things for yourself. And this job wasn't easy. The roof took 4 days. It took about 3 hours to pull off. And another 3.5 days to put on and seal, and just wait for a little rain to test it, and then go up there and seal it again. These wires, these will get tidied up later on. But I'm going to put loft insulation. You'll see this because I'm going to film it and upload it, and then I'm going to put maybe plasterboard. I'm definitely putting foil insulation, so come summertime the heat will be reflected out, and in the winter time the warmth will stay in, so we have good protection all year round. I'm very happy because this roof has been a pain in the ass for a few years. Also, if you didn't notice, I put the cross beams up, you see, at the back. Put them up here all the way across. At the back, put in side posts, and at the front put in these nice pieces of wood here. These they're about, for 2.4 meters, $250 per block. Nice and solid. 2 screws either side. See that there? Nice. And now I can go out there and walk around, mate. Do any repairs if necessary, and any additions like walking up there and putting up felt. If you look at this light fixture, you can see this was the section that the water damage from the previous roof was coming in and eating away at the wood, but I've all protected that before I put this new wood up. This is actually floorboard, I don't know what they call it, PTG floorboard. It's about 25 quid for 5, so like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 planks per pack. That's about 25 quid. And I just slotted them together. Now why did I do that? Because I couldn't find a big enough piece of wood to cover the entire roof. I could have used separate pieces, but then I thought to myself, how am I going to find these cross beams, because they're not exactly straight? So I just decided to do this. When you use these pieces of wood, it gives you the option to be able to put up one and look exactly where the beams are and screw them in, and then put up the next one and do it bit by bit by bit by bit, section by section. The only thing I was worried about was these gaps, but as you can see, I filled it nicely on top with the water repellent wood stain, and then on top of that put the bitumen paint, and it's come through those cracks and gaps nicely to fill it and give a watertight seal. But for this roof to be 100 right now, I'd say this roof is probably about 80-85%. If I want another 15% protection that will stop wind and snow damage, I really do need to put the felt up there. So when I get a dry day this week or whenever that turns up, I'm going to do that. Right now, I'm going to go to the dump, mate, or at least get some equipment out of here to take to the dump. You didn't think I meant the toilet, right? No, I didn't mean that. I meant like this chair, this has got to go. This will get thrown with the metal. Not because the bitumen is there, but because it's useless. It's uncomfortable. This is one of the things that's been here for about 20 years. I'll be glad to see literally the back of this chair, man. Now they would take this on one of those re-spruced up furniture programs, but I'm not doing that. I'm just gonna throw it in the bin. Don't want it, man. So, another job I gotta do in here is use the foam filler to fill in between the cavities there, you see? Because this isn't insulated, we get in some mold here. But don't worry, this is an easy job, man. That's another video. The room also needs some ventilation, because if you look around, there are no vents. And here's the kitchen. Where's that light? You can't turn it off. Here's the kitchen, right? And the steam and condensation from the food will come through this window. I'm gonna put, and this is a very thick Essex wall. It's gonna take me a little while, but I'm gonna put a vent here so that the excess condensation doesn't mess up the plaster and everything else, furniture, blah blah. Then I'm gonna put these air bricks, a couple of these air bricks, remove one of these bricks, and put this outside, a nice little open and close vent inside. So it's coming along nicely. Well, that's enough for now. See you in the next video, man. Thanks for watching. Buy Me Like Me signing out. Buy Me Like Me, helping you to help yourselves.